Welcome to a new daily online gym class. Today we have 10 squat challenges for you. Now, a quick message about these classes before we continue. The most important thing about these classes is to enjoy yourself, because we're offering these to provide some benefits while you're at home, and provide some workouts that you could do while you're at home. But to boost your immune system, for this to have the benefit of enhancing your health, the chemistry of your body has to be in a pleasant state. So a lot of times people say exercise is good for you, exercise is healthy, but I don't agree with that, because a lot of exercise I think is unhealthy and damaging, because the exercise, whatever it is that you call it or whatever it is that you're doing, has to build your system up. It has to enhance your system. It shouldn't, if you're doing something that you hate or that you see as a tiresome task and it's a mental struggle just to even do it, even if you get the temporary rush afterwards, that the psychological feeling that, oh, I did something good for myself, maybe that has a bit of a benefit, but overall, over a prolonged period of time, if you're beating your body down, then it's not going to have a positive long-term effect. That's our view. I think the most important thing is to approach whatever it is you're doing joyfully. And that's just these classes, it's work, it's chores around the house, it's anything that you do. Try to just make sure that within yourself you are functioning at your peak, you're happy. And I'm not saying to go through like fake happiness. I'm not saying you always have to be jumping around and smiling and laughing, but just have a sense of fulfillment within yourself. And if you don't have that, then incorporate some other practices, whether that be yoga or just time to yourself, something that brings you a sense of aliveness, so that when you come and do these types of classes, you can be 100% involved and enjoy it to the max. Okay, so even if some of these squat challenges are making your hips not feel so joyful in the moment, or if you're feeling tight, then just relax through it. Don't try so hard. Just be involved, but don't take it so seriously. If you can't get into the position, that's okay. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the process of improving and growing with us. Okay? So the first challenge is walking in the squat. A few different ways to do this. So I'm going to show you an easy way and then gradually build it up. The easiest way to do this is to use your assistance on the ground with your hands. So you get into a squat, and you can get into a position where it's not so stressful yet. So use your hands to support your weight forward a little bit, and then figure out a position that feels friendly. Be more dynamic with the legs, like swing the legs out of the way, twist, like kind of rotate from side to side to give your legs room to operate. So try that challenge. The most important thing is making sure that it doesn't feel like you're causing yourself pain. Okay, work with your body. Discomfort's okay, because you have to go through some discomfort to grow to the next level and the next level, but don't work against yourself. Okay, and then if you can do that comfortably, then switch to doing it without support. Okay? So set up a little space wherever you are. Go back and forth and just use it as a mobility exercise and an exploratory way to open up your hips and kind of massage the joints in your lower body and see how it goes. Next challenge is more static. You're just gonna do this namaskar hand position. in a deep squat, flat-footed squat, and you're gonna try to open up your elbows inside your knees and spread them apart as wide as you can. So don't go into a super wide squat like this, just a natural position. So to get that natural position, you can just casually take a step forward like this. And then where you are there, you drop down into a squat, okay? And then from here, you're gonna put your hands into this position, your elbows on the inside of your knees, and try to put your thumbs right against your solar plexus with your elbows inside your knees. So you're completely open in the position, okay? So you see you're trying to not, like how Emily is, she's not leaning forward too far. So try not, don't do this right now, just like this. And try to feel that you're in a geometrically balanced position. Everybody's position should not look the exact same because everybody doesn't have the same proportions. The weight on your feet should be evenly distributed. You should have approximately 60% of the weight towards your heel and approximately the other 40% towards the front of your feet. Your spine should be relaxed and your fingers should be pointing up. But in terms of your specific structure, everybody's will look a bit different. Okay, that's challenge number 2. How'd you do with the first 2 challenges? Hopefully pretty good. Okay, next challenge is touching your elbows to the floor while in a squat. So for this one, get in the same foot position as the last one, just a natural one. Squat down. And then from here, you're trying to keep your heels flat on the floor, flat on the ground, and get your elbows to touch the ground. Okay, so don't let your heels come up to do it. Keep your good foot position and get your elbows on the ground. If you can't get them on the ground, just reach and reach and reach as far as you can trying to get them. And you could also place something on the ground that's elevated to reach towards. So a book, a brick, a weight plate, whatever gives you enough elevation to touch. And then if you can get that easily, put something that's ½ an inch to an inch below that and gradually reach for that.
If you're not even remotely close to getting your elbows to the floor, use fists and thumbs. So, and try and get your head to your thumb. When you can do that, try and get your head to your fist, and then 2 fists, and then you can do 1 fist, and then by the time you get to 1 fist, you should be able to get your elbows there.
Well, close to it anyway. That'll be the next step. For those of you who have flexibility and you can get your elbows, then you can try grabbing your ankles and getting your head to the floor. Yeah. Okay? That's challenge number 3. Next challenge is holding the bottom of the squat on one leg. So get into bottom of the squat and try to hold it with a good flat foot position. Lift your leg out in front like you do in the pistol squat, and you're in the very bottom of it holding it like this. Okay? So you're trying to hold the very bottom of the squat. And then transition to the other side. I would make sure you work both sides of the body equally, or the side that needs more work, spend more time on that side. Next challenge is transitioning between sitting and squatting. Okay, so you're sitting on the ground, you're gonna pull your feet in close to your body and try to transition into squatting. And then rock back into sitting and then back into squatting. Just trying to small yourself up, get as compact as possible, and transition onto your feet and then sitting back. And then you can try one hand. So you got two hands, and try just your fingertips, maybe 2 fingers on each side, so you're using less support. And then you can try one hand just from one side, and then keep working at it until you can do it with no support. Okay, staying with us, let's go into sumo squat. So sumo squat is like so. You're on your toes, your back is upright, and we're gonna do a few challenges from this position. Okay, the first one is just to take your knees to the floor and pull them back into the sumo squat. You're trying to do it under control, as soft and easy and gentle as possible. Okay, try it with different hand positions. Put your hands out, put your hands on your knees, put your hands like this, put your hands behind your head, and notice the subtle changes your body has to make to arrange itself over the point of support, which is your feet, and maintain balance. Try with your hands like this in an overhead squat.
If you can't get your knees to the ground without the huge thud, like this, then you can put a thick cushion and try and just touch the cushion and then come back and slowly, gradually reduce the height of the cushion or whatever you put in front of you. Cushion, some books, rolled up yoga mat, whatever.
Once you've done that, worked on that for a while, you can try the next challenge, which is crossing the knee line with the opposite foot. So you're in the sumo squat, you're gonna step over the knee line. So if there's a line extending out from your knee, you're gonna try to cross over that line and come back to the sumo squat. When you cross over, don't put the other knee down. Not going into this position and then coming back. Okay? You're trying to stay with both knees off the ground. Give that a try. Next stage after that is, and I don't know, if you find this one easier or more challenging than the previous one, will be individual, but try to extend one leg at a time, resting on the ground. So shift your weight to one side and extend the other leg with the heel resting on the ground and the toes pointing up. Come back and shift to the other side. Focus on shifting your weight over your support so you can maintain balance. Don't work against yourself. Try to find those positions where you're using gravity and your structure to hold you up, and you're not using an excessive amount of muscle effort. Once you've done that, you can take it to the next step, which is extend your leg, keeping it off the ground. So instead of keeping it on the ground, you put your leg out and you hold it off the ground.
An in-between step would be putting it on the ground, keeping balance, and then try lifting it and putting it back down.
Okay, and if you're here with us and you can do this one, then try holding it for 10 seconds. So get into the position and count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back under control, switch sides. Extend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is also strengthening your feet while you're doing these as well.
And the last one is leg extended out to the side.
This one is more challenging because you're taking your lever farther away from your center. So let's give it a try. Demonstrate it. So you're gonna shift, it's similar to the foot out in front, but you're gonna shift over and extend the foot out to the side.
The hip angle should just be natural. Don't try and turn the hip out excessively. You shouldn't feel any kind of pinching or impingement in the hip when you're doing this.
Right. Well, you might feel some cramping because it's working the hip of the extended leg, and you're working a lot of things in one when you do this, so it's very potent little drill.
But there should be no grinding. If you feel like a grinding kind of sensation, then you're probably going too high and out of your range.
And you don't have to get your leg too high. The objective is not to get your leg way up in the air.
You can be down here.
It's just to keep it off the ground. Okay?
And that's it.
Enjoy those challenges. Cycle through them a few times. If you want, figure out how you can modify them. And enjoy, 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 enjoy. See you tomorrow. Bonus challenge, if you have someone that you're practicing with, then get in a sumo squat and have the off-balance pushing challenge. So you're in a sumo squat and you can only use one hand at a time and you're trying to push them off balance. Squat, and now we're going to do the first challenge.